What's going on, NinBuzz, and welcome back for another week of Community Choice. As always, I'm your host, RedFalconGames, and last week I asked you guys what your favorite Zelda Dungeon is. I'm going to be covering it in this episode, so let's get into it. In 5th place is the Sand Ship from Skyward Sword with 11% of the votes. This one's pretty cool. You're on a ship and you constantly have to use the time shift stones to switch it from the past and the present forms of the ship in order to solve some puzzles. It is pretty interesting. It can be tedious and annoying at sometimes, but that is the Sand Ship in 5th place. In 4th place is the Temple of Time. I know this one you need the Dominion Rod in order to control a statue around and use that to solve some puzzles, destroy some enemies. That's a cool one. I like the way that one looked. That's from Twilight Princess, and it got 14% of the votes. In 3rd place is the Stone Tower Temple from Majora's Mask with 19% of the votes. This is probably the most interesting temples in all of Zelda. It requires you to use all the mask forms to solve puzzles, and at some points turn the temple upside down. It's very different from most temples, and a very fun one at that. In 2nd place is the Spirit Temple from Ocarina of Time. This one's really neat. You could do it two ways. You have to do it two ways. One as an adult and one as a child. And it has one of my favorite Zelda bosses of all time, Kotake and Kume. They're just awesome. Alright, so let's get into 1st place. And the winner of your favorite Zelda dungeon is the Water Temple from Ocarina of Time. I thought you guys were trolling at first, but you're not. It got a ton of votes. I can't really believe this, honestly. I guess this is kind of a love and hate thing. Some people love it and think it's really cool and fascinating. Other people just hate it. Or you guys are just trolling. I don't even know. It's a dungeon consisting of changing the water levels in order to access new things in the temple. You can get lost really easily in this temple, and it has a really cool mini-boss, though, where you fight against Dark Link, which is pretty awesome about the Water Temple in Ocarina of Time. So that is your favorite Zelda dungeon for NinBuzz. Next week's question is Mew versus Mewtwo. These are two legendary forms in the Kanto decks, 151 and 150. And they do have quite a backstory to them. I'm not going to get into it, though. But vote for your favorite Mew or Mewtwo. I will be back next week to answer the question to see which one is your favorite. I'm RedFalconGames. Check out my Let's Play channel if you enjoy Let's Plays. That would be awesome. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And don't forget to leave a comment below. Mew or Mewtwo. I'll see you guys next week.